Welcome to Roden Tomatoes. I'm Ben Roden.
And I'm Johnny Depp from The Secret Window. And this is a podcast where we talk about
Movies,
magic, and Muppets. This is going to be part 2 of the Villain Yearbook Awards. Do we call it awards? I can't remember what we determined.
It doesn't matter.
It's just, it's like the accolades.
It's a Villain Awards.
Yeah, the accolades that people are given in the yearbook, most likely to succeed, most likely to fail, and so forth. But we've villainized these categories, and
we villainized them.
And so here we are.
When last you left us, Brady had a meeting with HR.
Oh,
he's still employed.
Yep.
I'm still employed, shockingly. We were talking about the villain with the best voice.
Mm-hmm.
I did a little research, and I mean a little. I mean, it was one Google search. The guy who voices Radu Molasar from The Keep also plays... This is where we need Jamie. Jamie! What's the guy in Star Wars, the Twi'lek with the head slug?
Winnie Wonga.
Yeah,
Oh, it's the same guy.
That's the same
it's
guy.
It's Winnie Wonga.
It's a Wana Wonga.
Oh.
His name is, I want to say Babu Frick, but Babu Frick is that little new Muppet that's so heavily featured in the new.
I know what you're talking about, though.
It's going to come to me.
Yeah.
Babu Grigu.
Baba Babushk?
Shabundi? Is his name Shabundis?
It's Gino.
He's like,
that's right.
Wana Wonga, live like a Gino, live like a Gino. From Scotland.
It's becoming ethnic. We need to watch ourselves. All right. Tony J, incredible. Also
as Frollo.
Tony J as anything.
Yeah. I would take Tony J for anything, but if we're talking about villains in particular, I would put Frollo. He's just got like the deep resonance, the really awful haircut.
Two
great voice.
Two great attributes
Great
you want
voice.
in a villain. I'm going to throw in the mix the mouth of Sauron.
Oh.
It's gross, but the voice is very good.
Yeah.
And then I love when he does that little
it
cheesy,
is.
creepy smile.
Yeah.
I have a bad habit of just quoting movies at random. And
Same.
one that I quote around my house all the time is,
The Hobbit was dear to the sea.
it's just like, what's wrong with you? It's horrible. Yeah, he's up there. I think he's a great voice. Sometimes I'm gonna throw out worst villain voice. Sometimes when they do just like generic villain voice, it's bad.
Oh, give me what's
also,
generic
it's
villain
just
voice?
like voice. So like in Lord of the Rings, some of the orc voices are great. Like,
yeah, he don't need his legs, do he?
Oh, yeah.
like that's the kind of villain voice that's great.
Yeah.
But in Fellowship, there's one Uruk-hai that says, "Find the halflings!"
Okay.
And I hate it so much.
Very generic.
I like a slimy villain.
Yeah.
I like a villain who, what did they say in Lord of the Rings? Who looks fairer but feels fouler.
They probably do say
They
that.
do say that.
I don't remember when, but I would agree.
It's in the novelization, the junior novelization by J.R.R. Tolkien, the Golden Book version.
I'm trying to think of like a villain that has like the worst voice for me. Just like super great. Oh, actually, I recently rewatched the Mission Impossible franchise, and I think it's Rogue Nation, the one with Solomon Lang.
He just has a very, like, this is how he talks, like Ethan
Oh,
Hunt.
And I think, it's fine because he doesn't have to be big and bold.
Yeah.
But it's just so nasally that
he's that little like,
he's
mouse-faced British
yeah,
guy.
he's got the pinched nose.
He could like do a Catwoman heist glass cutting with his
He's like,
nose.
I will take no insolence from you, Ethan Hunt, and I think I'm going to shoot you in the face.
and it's just like not intimidating.
Yeah. It
I
feels
would-
like he's like,
Have you ever tried installing macros in your spreadsheet? It will really upgrade your optimization, your damn it, your organizational efficiency. My IMDb credits to this point has been reading Goodnight Mune at my local library.
Mune?
Goodnight Mune.
Goodnight M-O with an umlaut.
Mune.
Goodnight Mune.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sticking with Radu Molasar. Did you watch the clips?
Yeah, I did.
He's so stupid, but he's got a cool voice.
Yeah, it was a very weird movie that you sent to me.
You have no idea how weird it is. You have no idea. It's great. I actually, the algorithm saw that I was like snooping around the Keep and served me a video of Quentin Tarantino talking about the Keep, and it was hilarious.
Oh,
Great.
man.
Okay, so my pick for best voice in the yearbook, Radu Molasar. You're sticking with Tony J?
I'm still sticking with Tony J.
One that I wanted to call out as well is Pinhead. And I can't remember the actor's name from Hellraiser. Great, deep British voice.
I've actually never seen Hellraiser. So.
Okay. It's one of those things where you don't know what he means, but it's provocative. Like, he just says these, like, oh, I wonder what that means.
Interesting. Okay.
Hinting at lore, sort of a thing.
So maybe this ends up turning into a trilogy because we're in the weeds here. But,
Damn it.
But this is making me think, like, when you're talking about Hellraiser and you're not really sure what he's saying, probably because of his, like, vocabulary. I think of someone that has like a really cool voice, but no idea what the hell he's saying because of the sound mixing was Bane. Tom Hardy as Bane.
Yeah.
Okay, salad.
Let's recreate the scene on the plane. You be Bane, I'll be the rest of the audio mix.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Okay. And that was Christopher Nolan doing his textbook.
And then not only did they, so if you'll remember, the trailer came out, everyone was like, we can't hear Chris. And then they re-edited the trailer, and then it was bad again in the movie, and then he made Tenet, which was worse.
It was so much worse.
Tenet is like, I hate Tenet.
I wonder if Christopher Nolan is actually deaf, and he's just like, I want everyone to share my pain.
Maybe so.
Where like all he hears is this constant like Hans Zimmer resonance like in the back.
He has Hans Zimmer tinnitus. It's tinnitus Hans Zimmer edition where it's just like trombones.
Yeah, Denis Villeneuve will eventually have this, but it's just and then in the back of his brain, it's just like
vaguely Middle Eastern yodel going on. That's awesome. Okay.
Next on the list, we have the Class Clown.
Class Clown Award.
I voted Class Clown. One was not so much of a deep cut, and one was. I'd be interested to hear.
Do you want me to go first?
You know what? Maybe you should go first.
Okay. I just thought of a third one that is a deep cut, so we can revisit. Number one for me is Freddy Krueger.
Go on.
Freddy Krueger in Nightmare on Elm Street. It's a legitimately scary movie.
Okay.
And then as it goes, it gets funnier and funnier and winkier and winkier.
Okay.
And some of his one-liners, like literally ripping off someone's nose and saying, "Got your nose!" Like, so stupid. Last night at the gym, I watched Freddy vs. Jason, and I was thrilled the whole time. They get like more and more ridiculous. At one point, he kills a guy, and I can't remember if the actor is Asian or if there's something vaguely Japanese happening in the sequence, but he says, "Sayonara, Rick-san," and kills a guy.
Oh my God.
And then recently, the sort of meme version is he ends every line with "bitch." And it's just so funny.
They kind of make fun of that in Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Like they have
Scary Terry.
Scary Terry. He is Scary Terry.
It's not the food that kills you. It's the service, bitch.
It's just so stupid. So outrageous.
That is very fun.
It makes me laugh a lot.
That is very fun.
Yeah.
So it's like not intended to be funny.
Well,
like
I think at this point it is.
Okay.
Like he says, like I think in the first movie he has a couple of one-liners, but it's still scary. Like I think he says like, "I'm your girlfriend now, Nancy," and you're like, "Ooh." But then later he's just like,
Who wants to go on a slip and slide?
or something. I don't know.
Man, okay. I took kind of a different approach to this. I was like, which of the villains that I obviously they were villains, like, but they are almost like the comic relief.
Yeah.
So my deep cut is, have you seen the Chippendale Rescue Rangers from 2022?
Yes.
That movie is so good.
It's very funny.
It is so underrated. It's so good. And my pick for Class Clown was Skinny Pete, which is Peter Pan, who is out of work, and so now he's like
the evil.
He's so like unkempt and just like overweight, and The plot was so fun where he captures cartoon characters so that he could like change their design a little bit and basically traffic them into like bootleg copies of their original movies.
Yes.
It's
You know what that actually reminds me of, who shockingly hasn't come up on my list so far, is Christopher Lloyd's character from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. He's very scary. He's scary as a human. He's scary as a toon human. A toonman. Yeah, that movie's great. That movie instantly won me over when they did Ugly Sonic, voiced by Tim Robinson.
By Tim Robinson.
This is for me.
And
this is a baby Grinch for me moment.
And Skinny Pete is voiced by Will Arnett. So
you got like the Lego Batman and he's Skinny Pete.
Yeah, and I love that it's Disney's original design of Peter Pan.
Yeah,
but he's just thinning arm hair. It's just so
thinning arm.
Well,
hair?
he's like. He's got like thinning hair,
he
like a receding hairline.
Widow's Peak.
Yeah, like
Widow's Peak.
Yeah, Widow's
Pan.
Peak. Just like the idea of being this eternal boy from Neverland and just like seeing him just like go the way of the world is so funny to me.
That's a great pick.
The other, so I'll share my other one, and then maybe you can go with one of yours. But the other one, as I thought of like a villain that was just so good, was Adolf from Jojo Rabbit. Taika Waititi, sometimes he gets high on his own supply, but Adolf hit like it. You'd never, I don't think ever again will you have a character that is someone that is playing Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
And making you laugh about the stuff that he's saying.
Yeah.
Because it was just so funny. He's like, "What are you? Come on, you're a lion, aren't you? A tough lion?
Yeah.
No, you're a mighty rabbit." It was just so funny. Taika Waititi, like just a New Zealand guy doing a German accent.
It's great.
So good.
The conceit of having, a child's conception of Hitler is really, really funny.
It is such a funny concept.
It's fantastic.
I love that character.
Okay. The other character who is just funny because the movie's funny and the concept is funny is Dr. Arliss Lovelace from Wild Wild West.
You've seen so many movies.
Have you not seen Wild Wild West?
Wait, no. Oh,
Wiki Wild?
Yes.
Wiki Wild Wild West, Jim West, Desperado.
Yes, I
Rough
have
Rider.
seen one.
No, you don't want Nana. None of this. Six gunning this. Brother running this. That's all I got.
Yeah. Kevin Kline, the saws that follow the magnetic collars. I do remember this now.
Giant mechanical steampunk spider.
That's who you're talking about? Like,
yeah. Kenneth Branagh playing a Confederate like in a wheelchair who's like a mad scientist driving a giant spider. Kenneth Branagh is all over the place, man. Like, he's actually a good Shakespearean actor. He directed Thor.
Oh, yeah.
He's also Arliss Lovelace. He's just going to show up where you least expect him, and I love it.
Yeah.
He's like just having the time of his life. He just has this rare southern, and he's got crazy facial hair. And it's just great.
Yeah.
I just love it.
Man.
Did you know
that
William Smith, he of I pulled the pin out of the grenade when I threw it fame, he turned down The Matrix to do Wild Wild West.
Really?
Talk
Interesting.
about a judgment call.
As Neo?
Yeah, he was going to be Neo.
And then...
And he was like,
whoa.
Can I do a song? Can I do a classic song a la MIB? My white father, and this has probably come up before, loved the Men in Black song so much.
Oh, you did say this.
Yeah.
Here comes Men in Black.
We would watch the movie a lot so he could watch the music video at the end. And then it was just like, I'm just going to throw it in. It's like 8 p.m. on a Tuesday. My dad's going to watch that Men in Black video and just do some like lip bite white man dancing. Oh, incredible. Wiki Wild Wild West is still pretty good. I think Cisco sings on "We're Going Straight to the Wild Wild West." I think that's Cisco.
That's fun.
Yeah. Incredible times. So he's great. Okay, here's the deep cut.
Okay. Oh, as if like
Wild Wild West is not a deep cut. I'm sure it lost like tons of money, but everyone knows that movie, right?
Yeah. Let's pull our okay.
Jamie, what's the gross?
Okay, so one of three people in our recorder right now.
Okay,
I've seen it.
Okay, this is even probably deeper. Well, this is also a cult classic, but it's older. Have you seen The Highlander? The Highlander.
Is this like the Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No. It's Christopher Lambert, who's terrible. Just a terrible actor. Okay, The Highlander is a story about a bunch of immortal people.
Okay.
And we don't know why they're immortal, and we don't know any of the mechanics. What we do know is they're drawn to fight each other with swords. And the only way to kill an immortal is to behead them.
Okay.
And all of these immortals are beheading each other because in the end there can be only one. We don't know why, but that's just the case.
There can be only one. Why? Because.
So Christopher Lambert, who you can barely understand the whole movie, because he's doing just this weird accent. He starts out as a Scotsman who dies in a battle, and then turns out he's not dead. He's a Highlander. Cut to his mentor shows up. Guess who that mentor is? Just take a stab.
Sean Connery.
It is.
Okay.
It literally.
What?
Yes.
I was like, who's most unlikely?
Okay. That is amazing.
Wait, is Anthony Hopkins also in this movie? 'Cause that would have been my second.
No. Okay. That is so funny. Literally, it is Sean Connery playing a Spaniard. Sean Connery makes no attempt to be Spanish. He's got a gray ponytail.
Oh.
He teaches Christopher Lambert how to sword fight. And the villain is Clancy Brown, who is the voice of Mr. Krabs.
Yes.
He plays another immortal called the Kurgan. Okay, the Kurgan he's just pure evil for no reason, and it's Clancy Brown just like, he might be on cocaine. Either that or he's just having the time of his life.
Does he still sound like Mr. Krabs?
He sounds like Clancy Brown.
I want a head.
I wish. No, he's just like dripping villainy, and he has two of the best lines. This is why I'm putting him in the funny category.
Okay.
At the beginning of the movie, first of all, he has a giant sword that like snaps together, which I don't think would actually work.
Yeah.
So there's a scene where he's assembling a sword, and he does this little routine where he's flipping it around with his arms. He employs the services of a prostitute, and she comes into his room and she says, "I'm Candy," and he says,
Of course you are.
That's hilarious. Then later in the movie, he's just being funny and evil in a church and like messing with the nuns and the priest.
As one does.
He's like flipping his tongue out at the nuns, and they're all just like, "Oh, goodness gracious." And the priest comes over and is like, "You need to get out of here." And there's this little conversation with him and the priest. And the priest, they're talking about Jesus for some reason, and
in a church.
I mean, they're in the church.
Wild.
It's not outside the realm of possibility that topic would come up. Anyway, the priest says, and again, this hints at nothing. It's completely meaningless, but it's just like, what would an evil guy say?
Okay.
The priest says, "He died for our sins," and Clancy Brown says, "And that will be his undoing." It's so freaking funny.
What?
It's so funny. Okay, we need to do a live reaction to Highlander sometime because it's hot garbage and I love it. Okay,
hot garbage.
So I'm gonna say the Kurgan. He just climbed to the top of my list.
The Kurgan.
No. Yep.
Gosh, I'm wondering because if I were to pick like my either Skinny Pete or Adolf. I might have to go with Adolf just because I think you could, in theory, create a character like Skinny Pete, but I don't think anyone can ever recreate Adolf from Jojo Rabbit because it's like
because if you did it again, then it would
it's already been done.
I think you're right. I think he's singular.
Yeah. So congrats.
Check it off. Okay, our next award is for the group project MVP. This is a villain with, I would say, either a great scheme or maybe a Rube Goldberg-y overcomplicated scheme.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm going to bring up a villain that you brought up earlier, Thanos.
Okay.
And I have a big beef with Thanos.
Okay.
And that is he doesn't have an abundance mindset. Because his plan is to kill half the people in the cosmos.
Yeah.
He has ultimate cosmic power if he has the glove. Why not just make double the resources? It's vindictive for no reason.
That is very true. I think maybe they changed the motivation of Thanos because in the comic books...
Isn't he just trying to
He wants to
Impress
date
death?
Yeah, like she's like the character in like the ninth realm or something. She's like in hell, right? So and the way that you court death is by like bringing her the gift of death. So he wants to eliminate people simply to like woo over death.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do think that you're right. Like if he can alter reality, then yeah, he should have just doubled the
It
resources.
seems like he just really wanted to kill people and then he just did this whole thing to feel better about it.
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah, it's because I had a bad childhood.
Okay.
Shut up, thumb guy.
Fair pick. Mine is also a high-profile villain. I think this Voldemort from the Goblet of Fire. I think I just recently refinished the book, and my kids are gonna watch the movie. But the whole idea of like to get Harry to the graveyard is so complex, and there was so many things that had to fall into place.
Yeah.
And you don't really get this in the movie so much as the books, but there's like a witch that happens to see like a high-ranking authority's son who broke out of the prison, who is being held prisoner at his house, and he is then switched for the
wizard prison known as Alligator Alcatraz.
That's
Isn't that what it's called?
It's Azkaban.
Oh right, okay.
But Alligator Azkaban.
Alligator.
Yeah. But yeah, so Voldemort, he's like, in order to get a few drops of Harry Potter's blood,
Yeah.
I am going to have this really complex plan to install a teacher at Hogwarts to make sure that Harry gets into the Triwizard Tournament, and also make sure he teaches Harry all of these spells, and also make sure he gets through the tournament.
Yeah.
And also make sure he gets to the end so that he can be teleported away, and so he can get a few drops of his blood to bring back Voldemort. I mean, this is the longest con ever to get a few drops of blood, and if it was just a matter of like getting a port key, because that's what it is. Like Harry has to go to the.
Yeah, wouldn't you just be like, send Harry Potter a new broom that's a port key?
Yeah, just something like that. Or it's like you have Mad Eye Moody, like you have someone that's like undercover. Yeah, like have him, give him like a bottle of potion and turn that into a port key.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Harry, like you had a question for me regarding the unforgivable curse. Is like, oh, could you hand me my hip flask? He's gone.
Yeah.
Like, just get him out of there. Why does he have to do it, like, stretch out for a whole damn year and has to go through the whole, like, task and, like, just...
It's a good point.
It's insane.
It makes me feel like people should have bodies, because I think if you don't have a body, you just end up overthinking. Like
maybe,
what else?
Maybe that was the case.
Maybe, like, he's just, like, he can't go for a walk. He can't, like, binge eat. He's just, like, what is he thinking about when he's on the back of Quirrell's head? He's just like, that'd be cool.
Do you know,
cool. Like, that'd be pretty sick.
Maybe that's it. Maybe Voldemort is so bored that he's, like, creating his own fiction. He's like, when people tell this story, I want it to be a good one.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think if you were Voldemort's therapist, you'd have a lot to dig into here. Like, you just need to develop some hobbies. Yeah. Because it seems like...
Hey, Tom, find another creative outlet.
Hey, Tom, could you maybe just touch grass every once in a while? Like, he just, like, go outside. Stop hanging out with a guy named Wormtongue. That can't be great for your social life.
Yeah. Drinking snake milk, that's...
Nobody likes snake milk.
That's just not good nourishment.
Not at all. There's very few nutrients in snake milk.
That's my choice. Super complex plan.
That's good.
Makes no sense.
I am also... We're pooping on Chris Nolan again. When I saw The Dark Knight Rises...
Oh my gosh, yes.
I thought when the credits rolled and I was like, he's done it. He's really done it. And then at like 25 minutes later, I was like, what the hell? Like, the whole, just like, there's cool stuff in that movie, but the plot doesn't make sense. And specifically, like, the League of Shadows' whole plan is like, if you're just going to nuke the city,
just do it. Don't teach them a lesson only to kill them.
Why are you having, like, Bane like fill out his like I was never in drama and I wanted to give a monologue. Like, why is he rallying the troops if you're just gonna blow the whole city?
Take back your city.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
That was, and oh my gosh. I think we should, I mean, we did like a Spider-Man trilogy. I think we could just talk about The Dark Knight Rises, because that was one, again, like just like you were saying, I watched in theaters and I walked out, I was like, that was really good. And then after I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then
You're like, wait. Bruce Wayne melded his bones together with willpower.
Uh-huh.
And then on his way to fight this evil crime syndicate, drew a giant bat signal on the bridge without anyone noticing and then set it on fire?
Yeah. Also, he had all of his assets seized. So how does one do that?
He's got backup assets.
I don't know. Yeah, I think we could do a whole thing on The Dark Knight Rises, because it was like a year or so ago I rewatched and I was like, this is absolute garbage. And I went downstairs and I got my DVD of The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
I just threw it away. I was like, I don't even care to
Never
own this
again.
anymore.
I don't
was like, this is so dumb.
Play
This
with
is
you
like
anymore.
so stupid.
It was brought to my attention on social media that there's a sequence in the original Adam West Batman film that is the exact conclusion of The Dark Knight Rises, where Adam West can't get rid of a bomb.
Oh my gosh.
He's running around the pier with the bomb.
Yes.
And in a winky way, I can't remember if he looks at the camera, but it's certainly that feeling. He says, some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. And then Christopher Nolan's like, that's it.
Yeah. Because, but see, I would watch that 100 times over The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh.
And that was really funny. He like goes to the deck and he like goes to throw it over into the water, and there's some ducks.
Ducks swimming.
And so then
everywhere
he
goes to get rid of
like
the bomb.
The other side, and there's like a couple, there's like some people fishing, and then he like goes over and there's like a couple like in a boat like about to kiss, and then he goes over like to the other side of the deck and there's more ducks. And so he's just like, ah.
That movie
great.
is fantastic. What is the actor that plays Cesar Romero playing the Joker?
Oh, yeah.
Being completely unwilling to shave his mustache.
Oh, yeah.
So the Joker just has white grease paint over his mustache.
I think it was maybe like the low resolution, like people could
they're just like, this is
going
to be in 480p, no one's going to know. But when it's that 4K remaster hits,
it's like, just
that's worse than the Superman CG mouth.
Yeah,
Bruce, I'm gonna come back. The movie's gonna be longer.
Kal-El, no.
Kal-El, no.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Okay, so we talked about the group project MVP. We got our nominees. And we also have the debate club president. So this is the best monologue or dialogue.
Lead us off.
Okay.
I've got options.
All right. I wanted to see if my theory was correct. I wanted to see if you and I picked the exact same one. So on the count of three, we'll just pick your top pick.
Okay.
And then we can go into backups if we need. But on the count of three, let's just say it and see if my theory is correct.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Hans Landa.
Oh yes!
Inglorious Bastards.
You are concealing enemies of the state, are you not?
Oh my gosh, dude! Just textbook that.
And in 3 languages.
Oh yeah.
There's a clip of Tarantino talking about writing that character and thinking I don't think anyone exists that can play the character as written. And then out of nowhere,
Waltz, man.
Christoph Waltz. It's incredible.
Yeah, so good. Like if with the sweetest of honey, countenances, this is one of the most intimidating scenes in all of cinema. It is so intense.
Yep.
And so good, and his character is just so intimidating because he has the multiple languages. He's cool as a cucumber. He has all of this authority and power to just wipe everyone out there. It's incredible. That's
great.
One of the best dialogue scenes / monologues that I've ever seen.
It's incredible. It's probably my favorite scene in the whole Tarantino oeuvre.
Yeah.
Alexandre.
There's
a moment where you just see his face kind of deadens because he's very ingratiating and he's complimenting the milk and he starts saying Nazi shit, which is oh, this is awful.
Yeah.
But he's still doing it in this very yeah, like
It's like a welcoming
sweet,
manner. He's
yeah,
like trying to remain friends
he's like,
with
how
the
can
farmers.
how can I like ingratiate this guy? And then immediately, yeah, like a switch flips and his face just deadens and he starts like hitting the questions. You're hiding enemies of the state, are you not? It's so scary.
They're hiding under the floorboards. Oh my gosh.
It's horrible. It's great. I saved him for this, but I think he could be up there with best like class president.
Yeah.
Like such a complete villain. He captures the evil, like comic book evil of the Nazi regime, but also like the banality of evil, the self-serving.
Yeah.
Like he's an opportunist. He's incredibly intelligent. It's just, incredible character.
Very intimidating.
Hans
so
Lanta.
I did, So my theory was correct. I thought maybe we'd pick the same guy. Do you have a backup for this?
There's probably a recency bias, but another recent one that I love is the coin flip scene with Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men.
Very good. Yeah.
Called it. He's just so scary, and even with a bowl cut is scary, which is
that one was
achievement.
like really good because like it was just really really good dialogue, and he's like, don't put that in your pocket because then it might turn into another quarter.
Yeah,
which it is. Like it's so good.
Yeah, those are both in and of themselves great, but also like so thematic.
My backup was, and maybe people thought this would be best overall, but best monologue, I put the Joker from The Dark Knight, the interrogation scene with Batman.
You have nothing you can threaten me with.
Yeah, it just like sums up the difference between Joker and Batman. He just like lines everything up, and kind of points out like really the issue that is like that plagues Gotham in like the entire Batman universe, no matter how many times it's been rebooted.
Yeah.
And so I think that one was just like a really cool thing to show. Like this is where like the Joker's power over Batman really shows. It's like really like it comes through because he's saying like Batman punches people. He's like, doesn't matter. You can punch me all freaking day.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, like it's this like. The immovable force meets an immovable object meets an unstoppable force.
Right.
And just like it's so cool.
Yeah, it's great.
So
most of his scenes, really all the Joker scenes, are just magnetic.
Yeah.
In that movie.
There's a reason everyone that has done something like this, like a podcast where they talk about movies, there's a reason why people talk about the Dark Knight, and particular like Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker. Like,
Do you think his death and the rumor that he was like really like this role really was weighing on him? Do you think that
did that contribute to
does it contribute to the sort of myth of it? I think it probably did, but even before he died, I think people were already talking about that performance.
Yeah, I do think that maybe that's kind of added an element to it.
Yeah,
and so so I do think that is definitely a factor, but I don't think it's the factor because I really truly think it was when I first heard that Heath Ledger was cast as the Joker, I was used to the Jack Nicholson portrayal or like Mark Hamill from the animated series.
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw Heath Ledger, I was like, freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
But he was like a different person. He was like you couldn't even tell. He is like you watch like A Knight's Tale and like Dark Knight, and you're like, this is a completely different person.
Yeah. Pretty incredible.
Pretty wild.
Incredible transformation.
Yeah.
There was another one that I was going to talk about, but I can't remember what it is. Yeah.
Right.
If it comes back to me, it comes back to me.
We can revisit. We might do this in 2 parts.
We're closing in.
Wow.
We're closing in. The best couple.
Yeah.
I think this could be a like villains as a couple or the best hero-villain dynamic.
Okay. This is one that I actually had a hard time with. I'm going to have to go off the cuff with this one. So I need to hear what you say.
Okay, well mine also sucks because it's not even mine's not even from a movie.
Oh, okay.
I mean, okay, it is, but you'll see.
It's my parents.
It's good. It was kind of a good dad, bad mom situation where it was like they'd set me up. There's a lot of interrogations. No. I love Megatron and Starscream. And they never capture this in the movies, but I love Megatron just being a like great stupid cartoon villain, and then I love like a snivelly. He like alternates between like Pep Club, Go Megatron to like scheming against him, and the fact that he is just inherently so obnoxious, it just fills me with delight.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, I love Megatron! And then Megatron's like asleep and Starscream's like, I'm gonna kill you in your sleep! He's just such a little snivelly bastard. And I love that. I love that for him. I love that for us.
Okay.
Off the
This
cuff.
this actually made me think of it. I actually, when I was thinking about best monologues, one of the things that came to mind was Shredder from the 1990s Ninja Turtles movie.
Right.
It's like,
The outside world rejects you.
like that was like a really cool monologue. But since I didn't get him in the monologue, maybe I can get him in the dynamic duo with Shredder and Master Tatsu.
Oh,
I think that was a fun little dynamic where Master Tatsu's like he's like the gopher.
Yeah.
But he's still like very accomplished in martial arts. He's beats up on Splinter. He's there for the apartment raid.
Yeah.
And then Shredder really doesn't do a whole lot in the Ninja Turtles movie, but his presence is so commanding. So I feel like that
True.
dynamic is
That's good.
really
I think
good.
that is like a classic. You have like the brain villain and like the general villain.
Yeah.
That's
the boss and the mini
good,
boss.
That's exactly. You got to
Yeah.
fight the mini boss first.
Okay, so maybe we move on to the next category because I feel this could generate some good conversation.
Okay.
This is the most memorable moment. So this could be the best entrance or death of a villain. Which villain has the best entrance or death? So my pick for this one is kind of more recent. I think there's a lot of awesome villains that have had good entrances, but my pick for this one is the big bad wolf / death from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Ooh, very good.
That was so good. It was so good.
Yeah.
The introduction to the character, he brings Puss down like instantly. Like he brings him down a few pegs because he just feels he's so invincible. Yeah. And this wolf just like plays with him. It was so cool.
His
voice is awesome. The whistling's awesome.
The whistling is very spooky. Surprisingly great movie.
Yeah.
I went in with zero expectation, and I was just like, did my life just get changed a little bit?
Yeah.
It
was like the only kid movie in the theaters. Like I took my kids to it. It was like, it was that or like The House or like what's the M. Night Shyamalan one with like Batista? I can't remember. Like The Cabin? The Cabin? Cabin Fever?
Cabin in the Woods house?
No, I don't know.
It was called Last Cabin in the House.
Yeah. So whatever that was, it was like that or Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. And we went and I took my kids to go see it, and my wife and I both left. We're like, that was really good.
Heck, that had no business being that
Yeah.
good. A sequel to a spin-off of a sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I will say, when I hear the name Puss in Boots, I don't think much of it. But then when you just say Puss standalone, I'm like, oh yeah. Don't say Puss. But that's his name. So can we call him Boots instead?
Just Boots.
Can we just call him Antonio Banderas?
Yeah.
I love Antonio Banderas. Okay, here's my power couple that I forgot about.
Okay.
Professor X, Magneto.
Okay.
Ian McKellen, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, that's great.
They have such a great dynamic. It's in the comics where it's like this love-hate. They used to be friends, and now they're estranged, and now they're like, they still might be making out off screen. There's a lot of sexual tension. When Ian McKellen's like, Patrick, and he's like, make it so. And then it's great. It's great.
That is, yeah. Both the characters and the actors, I think, though that
yes.
pairing. Yeah. I think that kicks the crap out of any other dynamic
I will
duo.
say, even though those X-Men movies really fumbled the bag in Part 3,
if that classic idiom, fumbled the bag.
on YouTube, this is where we'll show whatever episode of our god awful sequel trilogy videos. They have that same. How do I put this? They were the first movies that like put real, like accomplished actors in like a comic book movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even though like the movies are like, okay, this is kind of comic fare, it's a little bit like The Dark Knight where it's like the performances are really good.
Yeah.
There's a scene in, I think, X2, X-Men United, where Ian McKellen like defends Professor X's character, which is cool because it's like we're fighting, but like I still can recognize that he's like honorable. Anyway, it's more complex than it needs to be for like a comic book movie.
Yeah, that's a great dynamic. That's a great pick.
And I'm now the villain of this podcast for derailing and going back a topic. Where are we at?
Home stretch, man. I actually, the most terrifying down to earth. I actually also had Hans Landa, Colonel Landa from.
He's believable. It's like all this stuff basically happened.
Yeah, I mean, the movie's historical fiction, but it was like, oh, I can see someone like that existing and like being terrifying.
And also like Nazis making deals and say founding our entire space program. Pretty fun. Operation Paperclip. Look it up. All right. That's very good. I would say the most down-to-earth, terrifyingly realistic villain is that bitch grandma from Encanto. That was one of those movies where, like, I felt like the movie completely gaslit the audience. Like, the fact that at the end of the movie, Bruno apologizes to the family, I was like, you guys should be slathering tears on his feet. You like ruin this guy's life for no reason, and the grandma gets zero comeuppance. Like there's part of me that's like, I know this is like a newer Disney. It's a little softer. It's like we're trying to explore themes, but I would love it if that same movie happened and then at the end she just got struck by lightning, or like like a snake just bites her and she like dies screaming in agony.
Oh,
Not
man.
really. I just felt like
this is a hot take.
She's like a villain in a true villainous sense. So it's like there are people in my life that have someone like that in their life.
Yeah.
She's just the absolute worst.
Okay, I see what you're saying, and maybe we can do an episode. If you were to pick, a lot of people put these movies together, Encanto and Coco. If you were to pick one of those two, which one do you feel? Which one do you feel is the better movie?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Maybe this is a question for another day because I have very strong opinions on this.
I really like them both. I think. See, it's really hard for me to say because I find the music from Encanto so groovy. I love the soundtrack so much, and so I've watched it more.
Yeah,
I think I've only seen Coco once, but I remember really, really liking it.
Okay.
Do you feel like Coco's better?
I think we should save this for another podcast. Okay. But yeah, because I'd be interested to see. And but yeah, so that's an interesting pick.
Yeah,
the grandma from Encanto.
She just oh my god,
right up there with the Nazi general.
Yes,
from,
yes,
from Inglourious Basterds.
In my mind, they are completely.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Interchangeable.
Ben, this is the last one that we have, and this is the one I'm most excited about.
I shot my wad already with the grandma because she's also in this category.
She's in this one. So this is one. This is most likely to leave a mark, aka just an actual stain.
Just the worst. Just the worst villain.
So
nothing redeemable.
And
okay.
So who? It was yours. Abuela.
I think it might have been Abuelita.
Oh my gosh, Abuela Alma. Okay.
Alma.
So while you're thinking, let me lay the ground. So this character for me has shifted, and I've had to work really hard to get to a different place. But this character basically created a blanket statement over an entire group of actual people for me. And so there was a long time I was so
grandmas. I'm just anti-grandma now.
This guy like imprinted in my brain as like I do not like or trust anyone with red hair anymore. This is Kent Mansley from the Iron Giant. He is an actual stain. He is so terrible.
Yeah.
Just the whiny voice, the way that he moves, and he's just like, he's such like a wiener, and just like wants to get like the army to. He's just like trying to prove himself by any means necessary.
He's so desperate and so clueless about the context of what's going on.
Yes.
He's just a little sleazy slime ball.
He's the worst. And it's so bad because I know so many people with red hair that I know that doesn't, like, they're not Kent Mansley, but as a kid.
Where's the bomb, Mansley?
Yeah. As a kid, I watched Kent Mansley and I'm like, hate that guy so much. And anytime I see someone with red hair, I'm like, oh, Kent Mansley. It's just like, it's so bad.
It's such a good performance, though.
Really, really good.
He's also quite funny.
Yeah, because it's Shooter McGavin.
It's Shooter McGavin.
From Happy Gilmore.
Another needless quote that I quote a lot is just when he picks up the rifle and says, Hug. Hogarth Hughes! When he realizes it's Hogarth Hughes. That's a great pick. I didn't even think of Mansley.
Oh, dude. Kent Mansley. As soon as you said, I want to talk about villains, this is how much of an impact he made. You're like, I want to talk about villains. You're like, best overall, I was like, freaking Kent Mansley. And I was like, there's so many other picks, like many categories. I'm like, I'm going to create my own category because he's just the freaking worst.
That's very good. This is the first one I feel like I don't have an easy answer because I love villains so much. But is there one that I feel, well, except Abuelita, but she's, I guess the mom from Tangled is in the same boat for me. Where
I think you just have like some matriarchal
I have
trauma.
Some mom issues, maybe.
Yeah. It's not just this, it's the gaslighting because both like
it's the gaslighting and like emotional abuse.
Yeah. Like it's touching home.
It feels like, I mean, shoot at me, sure, but don't limit my prospects. Don't make it so I can't go outside. But yeah, the aspect of like couching villainy in terms of like I'm taking care of you, that's pretty rotten.
Yeah.
She sucks. She sucks hard. Or some more just actual shit stains. Oh, anything Rufus Sewell is in, he's just like, he's got a face where I'm like, oh, like Knight's Tale.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Valdemar.
Something like that.
Count Adamar.
Kent
Adamar.
Yeah. He's just got a slimy vibe. I would say like, he's kind of a shit stain.
Yeah. The actor or just like his look?
In that movie specifically.
Okay.
But I often just like, ooh, stain. Also John Voight. Not a character, just John Voight.
Okay.
It's just an actual stain. He's like one of those people where he's in the movie, like he's just instantly, I'm just like, Voight. Get this Voight out of here. And he is actually a pretty big piece of stain in real life, I would say he's a real piece of but also in Mission Impossible, that's a pretty rotten character.
Yeah,
he
that's
gets his whole team killed.
Yeah.
Kills Emilio Estevez.
Yeah. Oh, America's Mighty Duck sweetheart.
Emilio Estevez. Squished at the top of the elevator.
Man, it's like the freaking elevator prongs that come down and goes right into his eye. Oh my gosh,
horrible.
that was a traumatizing shot as a kid.
Horrible stuff. Yeah. Did we do it?
We did it. Wow. In 2 parts.
We need to actually print this out and people can buy the yearbook.
Yeah.
Join our Patreon. This is our Virch store.
Yeah, our Virch store. Virtual merch.
Virtual merch.
You can buy a virtual t-shirt.
You can download an NFT that just says
Oh, man. Well, Ben, this was very fun.
Indeed it was.
We'll talk Muppets next time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.